Here we go. Turkey on the left side in the red, taking on Brazil on the right side. In the yellow, that's the world-ranked #3 versus #2. First shot's fired from Vargas. No surprise there. They're going to get her on going as soon as possible. And a pickup. Countercourt celebrating the play, and I think she missed the fact that Vargas's feet went under the net.
She definitely did. It was hard to tell if you weren't on that side of the court. We could see it pretty clearly even from when we were standing. Some boos in the crowd, but they weren't aware that she went under the net when she played that ball. We'll take a look at it here again. An excellent play, and there goes the foot. You can't really see it completely under the net.
Brazil's Diana. Countercourt gets another shot, and it's rinse and repeat.
Well, I know it's early, but I'm impressed by that pass by Countercourt. She is working on being an outside hitter, has to be in the passing pattern. Look at that, passes the ball perfectly, able to hit the ball down the line.
Young player really coming into her own is Countercourt, just 25 years old, but every single time I see her play, she has a new tool in her kit. Heads back to serve. And Christina handles that beautifully. On the right side, the swing from Tainara is denied, but Ana Cristina, she has been one of the solid foundational parts of this Brazilian side this year.
She's been incredible. She's just so physical, and she swings and swings. She has other shots, which we saw off of Vargas, but so good for such a young player. Also 25-year-old. Opposite, looks for a point, and you can tell she got it because the crowd went silent. Dead silent pin drop. There's that jump serve that comes on you pretty high and up in your shoulders. It's tough to pass.
Oh, she's targeting Guzemorga there. Goes again. Better swing from Vargas, but it's just wide. So Brazil picking up a few early points.
That ball was maybe a little bit inside. She had to turn, maybe not. She had to turn it and just turned it too much. That's a big block in front of her from Brazil.
The focus, trying to ball it in there in the reception. Handled well. And that is what that focus gets you. Good conversion on a point.
Perfect pass, holds the middle blocker, gets her to bite just a little bit. Sends it to the outside.
Turkish Volleyball Federation President, Mr. Üstündag, and Mr. Osman Sports Minister, Osman Ashkinbak, are in the building. The governor of Istanbul as well, Davut Gül. All kinds of people.
Lots of people, lots of dignitaries in the stands. Everyone wants to see Turkey.
Great ball in from Countercourt. That's a good cover as well. Free ball coming. What does Brazil do? The rip on the right side. Get that middle firing. We love that.
How about it? With a tight pass, excuse me, but a great cover on the side of Turkey. Love the slide attack, getting it going.
Lorena with basically no block in front of her there. And Cristina unwinds on it, but the response is adamant.
Again, Countercourt passing a dime. Perfect pass. That is Countercourt right there, setting the middle attack. Get it going.
Denise Uyanik, the 23-year-old middle blocker who plays out of Vakif Bank at that point. And Vargas winds up, and she will get at any serve. Melissa Vargas doing what she does best.
She was so close to this line. It was a perfect toss for her. Get up and get it. She can get full steam ahead on that ball.
Vargas, who we've only seen in action this week so far, this VNL. Another solid serve off the hands, though. Brazil responding. And Brazil are two-time gold Olympic medalists, so they're going to respond.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. This is a shot that they train every day in the gym, used to seeing a big block in front of them, so they're going to get out of system in a hurry.
Arena gives a freebie, and it's a 5-7 scoreline in favor of Brazil. Baladin goes for the float, drops it short on Bergman. That's a big slice down the line. What a touch! Defense in play. Nice underneath it, easy move for her, and Ana Cristina cleans it up from the backcourt.
Excellent defense on the Türkiye side. Here's that dig by Vargas. Baladin keeps it going, gets two hands on it, but this pipe attack, too much, not enough block, too many attackers coming at you.
Brazil in system, possibly better than anyone in the world in system. There's Türkiye with a little tip and a tickle.
I like it, just a little trickle down. So Diana doesn't block, she's gonna have to come under, especially if the libero is super deep, and try to play that tip. That's an excellent shot.
Ball in play. Ana Cristina. Ow, what a defense, but just too much power.
And this is what you talked about earlier, how physical Ana Cristina is. She's young, but she is the future. I mean, the future of Brazil volleyball.
Ana Cristina, just 21 years old. Julie Bergman on the serve. Vargas from the back, and that is an absolute bullet.
That was a perfect set. Right off the sideline, gives her some room to hit that line outside of the block.
Türkiye trying to play catch up here, overpass, that'll help. Kalac handles that beautifully. Vargas goes cross, Macris is ready. Tainara gets the fingertips, defense is good, and what a rundown! Gizem, Olga sacrificing her body. And Cristina dug again by Jansu. Final rip. Ana Cris is on one today.
That defense by Türkiye. Look at Olga getting into the bench area and thrown back in from her coach, and you knew Karaka was going to do something wild.
She's been waiting for that celebration since the first point. There's 1 point in it. Slow down in the play, looking like Ana Cristina maybe needs attending to.
You know, I love that. They're loud, and then something's going on. They quiet it down. Maybe something was going on with Ana Cristina that she was hurt. I love that the crowd toned it down.
They're toning it back up now.
Indeed.
Jansu on the serve. Pipe. Bergman just long, no touch called. She's asking for it though. Geriberto wants to see it as well.
They're pretty sure, and we got the self-call here. Kalac touched it, and then she held up her hand and said, no need to even challenge that. Let's move on.
Yeah, good call by Asli Kalac, the 29-year-old middle blocker. Tied up at 9s. Tipped under, and Karakourt finding some solutions already.
Smart play by her, not a wild swing on a tight set. Just pushes it right into the block and right through it. And Lorena, maybe she should have been there a little bit quicker on that high set. See some frustration on the side of Brazil.
Thank you. 1 point in it. Karakourt goes for a heavy one. Bergman is the target. Tainara finds it underneath the block.
And Anna so smart, can see the block very well. It's lined up very far out on the line. She has a ton of angle to work with.
Tainara, the best scorer of the Club World Champs in 2024. Look for her to be a big part of the offense for Brazil. And the ace as well to go with it. What a moment for Tainara.
2 big plays in a row. A swing cross court for the point, and then the ace on the end line.
Going again. Puts a little too much heat on it this time.
Türkiye has been targeting both Anna Kristina and Bergman. They're right next to each other, so they can just go hard in that half of the court.
Indeed, Kalac does exactly that. Gets herself an overpass, not handled. Now that's a rookie mistake by Dennis.
Tough play. That's the one where perhaps key, maybe you would have gone with 2 hands.
I would definitely go with 2 hands, yeah. Especially if you've got the setter up there, you got to work with. It's going to go with 2 hands. Lorena throwing him over the net.
Such a dynamic blocker. Gets there and then finishes this move back into the court. Watch her feet and how she explodes and finishes with her hands. Man, that is beautiful.
The shot, never. I want that you wait. I don't want directly block, okay? And 1 and 2 on pass. Stop to lose the ball. If we start to defend 2 balls in the right position, we're not to play to take the ball, okay? And we work in this way. If we stay this way, with Tainara we stay this way, okay? We can defend.
Let's go!
Türkiye finding themselves down 14-10. What do they need to do to get back in this?
You know, it doesn't quite feel like it's that big of a margin right now because they're playing pretty tough. It's just the offense that's clicking right now for Brazil. They're in system and they've got a very good connection right now with their hitters.
Starts from the service line as well. Anna Kristina puts some pressure. Karakurt dug. Crease looking for Bergman. There's the fingertips and the defense. Scrappy, but not enough in the backcourt of Türkiye.
Well, they've been very good, and Bergman is one of the other outsides that's been playing consistently through the VNL, using the hands, hitting the shots. Another young player for Brazil that is indeed the future.
And on Türkiye's side, what you get in offense from Karakurt, you maybe lose a little in the defense.
Absolutely, you've got to weigh that. How much are you giving up? But they're going to want to use her out of the back row too, so we'll see how many points she can generate.
Tight ball handled by Cansu. Good cover on Türkiye's side. Scramble. Baladin. There's a good pickup by Karakurt, looking for the recycle and the roll ahead. Still not down on Brazil's side. And Kristina sends it nice and high to buy some time. Block is there. Vargas, not yet. What a play. Rally unfolding, and it finishes with none other than Anna Kristina from the backcourt.
Man, Brazil's block is everywhere right now. They're doing a phenomenal job of touching the ball. Lots of quality touches. That's what you don't see on the stat sheet. That swing, all of these give them that opportunity to come through the pipe with the kill.
Anna Kristina still at the end line. Got a little run of serves going here. Karakurt from the backcourt. You called it. They need that offensive power from the Black Wolf.
She gets her own Bic going. I like that Bic behind the head where the blockers have to make up some room to try and block the ball.
Karakurt just brings so much energy as well. Still so fired up every time she plays.
Every time she plays, and I know being in this environment, she loves playing in front of her crowd, her home crowd. So much pride.
Played in Russia last season, was the best scorer there. Heading back to play in Eczacıbaşı in Türkiye for the next. Great defense. Getting the touches on the outside, or no touch called. Surely there's a challenge coming, and there is.
She wants it, and she got it. Lorena holds up her hand. That's twice that the blockers have called their own touches, which is good. It saves time. They know they're going to see it anyway. Bolt 6 is going to get that pinky.
That was a close one, though. That didn't give that much away.
No.
I feel like Brazil with a 4-point lead, you don't want to let them slow you down with a timeout or a challenge. Although, here comes the timeout.
Baladinho tá jogando lá e a prática ficou nessa posição. A levantadora tá fora, não tem levantadora. Vamos arrumar de novo. Larga sacando. Uma passe de novo.
Largadas, galera! Ele vai pedir pra largar!
Well, there's that win prediction. We love watching it kind of flip-flop back and forth, and it started out advantage to Turkey, I believe, and it's just crossed over to give Brazil the advantage. I mean,
doing a little swimming, a little wave up and down.
I can see why Brazil do look a little bit more in control.
They do, they do.
Vargas controls that attack. Lorena from the slide, beautiful connection.
And that's something you talked about, points that Karakurt can generate out of the back row. Is that enough to give up a point or two defensively?
Well, there's one change happening already. I believe Shaheen coming in. Vargas off the court as well. Yaprak Erkek in instead for that reception, probably. Here comes a freebie. Miscommunication. And Brazil will capitalize.
Macri so smart. When there's a scramble and everyone's making their way back to their positions, she took a look. She knew they weren't going to be able to play that ball.
Another timeout called by Turkey.
There is one ball there, we wait like this to put the ball on the other side. We need to be aggressive. If you think that you win in this way, you can't win. We need to be aggressive and smart, aggressive and smart. From here we took only block. From here we are closing. Here there is a line break. Here they work with the line closing this way. Okay, so I want only shot cross or shot deep. Here the line is break. But take a shot.
What are you hearing from Center LA?
Well, they need to be aggressive and smart, and play the game. He's trying to get them fired up. He's like, you can't win by just laying back here or think you're going to win because we're at home. You got to play the game.
Yeah. 15,000 fans in the stadium can only get you so far. At the end of the day, you got to put more balls on the floor than your opponent. Ball's out of system on Turkey's side. Into the block and covered. And Baladin winds up, and she is one of the most clever swingers I've seen.
I like that. I like that they can use her on the right side in that situation. She can hit on both sides of the court. She sees the hands well and takes advantage of them.
Baladin, the 27-year-old, who's been in Azerbaijan since 2019, now headed over to Fenerbahce. There's a big swing, and again, the crowd silenced by Dana.
Well, perfect pass. Trying to serve Ana Cristina a little bit short, I think, to get her out of the big attack. Have some opportunities at the net, but they still are unable to stop the slide.
Back into the reception unit. Handles it beautifully. Shaheen goes middle. Monster block for Brazil.
Full commit block on that perfect pass. She read that so well and dove right into that angle.
Brazil up 20-13 here in the first. Shaheen sends it out. Karakurt slows it down, and that's a high
way, but I'm a person that wants to hit the ball all the time. I'm just so impressed with her development over the years and how she's managed her game so well.
No one in the gym thinks she's going to tip.
No.
Least of all the defenders on the other side. And Christina targeted. Ball comes off the hand. Shaheen has to take it. Katakurt on the right side, and she'll get it done.
Unloading. Katakurt is on fire right now. If she could get every single set, she would love it.
Shaheen feeding the hot hands. Denny's solid serve, but it's coming back even harder. Brazil just calm and handling that first contact.
They're really, really patient and calm, and that's the problem. They have so many people that can score on every single pin. You try to get Ana Cristina out, it doesn't matter. Tainara's over there on the right.
Bagman. Block goes back to Turkey's side. Another chance for Katakurt, and she is on another level today.
She wants it. She's screaming for the repeat set. She gets blocked once. Second one, throws right into the block. Using her head.
Already 7 points in this set alone. Top score for her side. And double sub reverse. Melissa Vargas back in with Jansu. That keeps that smaller setter in the backcourt. Bit of a time delay here, making sure they got all the substitutions correct. Ah, I see. It's a pending challenge for net touch. Unsuccessful by Sarah Berto, so on we go.
It's tough. She's not happy. She's like, did you blow the whistle? What are we doing here? Come on, people. Trying to serve.
Well, Brazil's the one that won't want any time delay or slow down. They're the ones with the advantage here.
Absolutely.
And all the momentum. Jansu goes deep float. Ice underneath it. And Cristina is a gem of Brazilian volleyball.
That one, people didn't go silent. They went, ooh, whoa. She almost put a hole in the floor on that one, and she's up against Vargas. I mean, I like that matchup. That's the right matchup on both sides, but man, she couldn't even touch her.
Diana at 22-16 for Brazil. That ball going off the hands of the block, just like you mentioned, a good slowdown.
Well, they're seeing the game really well. They're watching the setter, being patient. Just a nice, easy touch. You don't have to max jump. It was a good touch.
Looked like there was just a slight miscommunication maybe between the two players in the backcourt, because that's definitely a ball that's slowed down enough to play it off. Meliha Diken into the mix, the 31-year-old outside hitter. Puts a flat serve in. And Cristina, and she can do no wrong right now.
My goodness, she is on fire. And I mean, it's tough. She is a physical attacker that is confident. Her confidence has grown and grown over the years. She's playing as well as anyone right now.
Tainara brings some heat. Hand to Baladin off the hands. Vargas gets that set back as well, and she gets the triple past Lorena, and the crowd are loving it.
Now Jansu with that set facing the net. Watch the recycle here. Jansu facing Brazil and dishes a perfect ball to Vargas.
And that's hard to do.
It's really hard to do.
Meanwhile, on Brazil's side, fan favorite Gabby into the mix. I feel as though they didn't even need her, but bringing her in to get her a little warm for the next set, maybe.
Might as well.
Ana Cristina down the line, and it is clean volleyball on Brazil's side.
It is. They're passing well. They're calm. They understand what they have when they have the shots. She's been hitting cross court. That's a good angle to take away if you're Vargas. Can't do it all. They're just going to have to find a way to serve tougher and get Brazil off the net.
Another substitution. Helena, 20-year-old outside hitter, comes in as a blocking substitution. No setter on court on Brazil's side. Set point Brazil. Is it now? Nice stepping in. Helena with the rip. Straight in the middle of the honeypot, and Brazil have taken set number 1, and in some style, 25-18.
Well, you said it.
Let's see if Türkiye take your advice.
All right, let's go, people.
Set number 2 underway. Julia Bergman to get us going for Brazil. And Vargas will have the first rip. She's slowed down, but some scramble play keeps it alive. Brazil back to the middle. That zone established really well in the first set. But it doesn't pay off. Catherine with another little tickle over the block.
Well, and she's going full steam ahead. She looks like she's going to hit the ball hard, which I love. She's not just going up, giving it away hard, and then gets her hand up to drop it. That's why the defense stays deep on her.
And she gets it so high.
She really does. And that's a tough contact point to dig underneath.
195. Brazil through the middle, that zone. Beautifully done by Diana, the 26-year-old.
Well, and you talk about serving Ana Cristina short. Well, she just stepped up and took it with her hands.
Yep.
So, perfect pass, set the middle, there you go.
Brazil have responses. They have answers to everything Turkey has sent their way. Diana, who played in Turk Havayolari the last 2 seasons here in Turkey. Fans will know her well. Oh, what a pickup from a crease. Ana Cristina. The Fenerbahce phenom is rolling on.
Macris making that play. Look at this acceleration, and then she plays it high as she dives after that ball. And man, Ana Cristina, you knew was going to go high off the hands there.
Yeah, I wonder how the fans feel about seeing her in this Brazilian jersey. They love her when she plays here in Fenerbahce, and she scores for the Turkish side, but it must be heartbreaking for all these fans in here to see her
It's got to be
sides.
a lot of conflict, yes. Internal turmoil.
Yeah. 2 points apiece as the Kalach. Again, perfect ball, but what a block! Great response by Anda Baladin.
That's what they need to do. They have to slow down the people that they can. I know that sounds silly, but there are attackers that you have the ability to block. Right now, it's not Ana Cristina.
No.
So control everybody else and let her get hers.
Turkey also need to control the controllables, and one of those things being get that serve in.
Without question. Without question. It's early on, serving tough.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, that balance is always there between putting pressure on your opponent and actually forcing them to play. Ball up. Turkey backcourt. Again.
That's why she's there. Right now, she's missed 1 dig, and she's gotten 1 swing. So she's even right now. See if she can generate some more points for her team out of the back row.
And Daniela Santorelli will note her well as well. She's the best opposite in Italy back in 2023. She played for Novara there. Now with him at the helm. Ana Cristina again, and the fans silent again.
So maybe there's a tendency in system and out of system where she's attacking the ball. The out of system ball, she does like to hit in that deep corner. I don't know, maybe you plant somebody there, but who knows? She'll probably get a kill.
You'll see her hit that sharp one too, though.
Oh, for sure, for sure. There's something.
Yeah, there's something.
They did that.
You got to take that and run with it with two hands. If Anna Cristina gives you any kind of mistake, the fans trying to get in her head, I'm sure. Santorelli asking Randa Baladin to serve zone 1. Let's see if she does. Right direction. But who's in zone 1?
Anna Cristina.
Yeah, she is. So your idea? Yeah, there's something to it, I think.
I know what I'm doing a little bit. A little bit about volleyball.
Vargas gets the crowd fired up with a big boom from the backcourt.
And it is Bic for Bic. Look at that attack. I love it. Both teams running that back row attack, splitting the block. Vargas getting on it.
Short serve on Anna Cristina. And there's the out of system play we've been looking for if you're Türkiye, but the scramble. Somehow, Brazil still make the point.
They do. Smart with that swing. Bergman goes off 1 foot and chops it back down towards the line. Could have been going out, I'm not positive. You saw Randa Baladin kind of make a unsure play on that ball.
Yeah, she's typically much more confident in her defensive moves. Just out of bounds. Well watched by Gizem.
And there are always those moments in matches where you can take advantage of a little lull or a little back and forth where you can start making a push. This could be one of those for Türkiye right now.
Cansu on the money. Big block. Karakurt.
A huge block. I like that she got there. She leaned out there. That's not what's ideal, but she committed to that block and turned it back into the court.
There they are again. The dignitaries in the house. Anna Cristina has a response every single time. It's point for point, no runs. They're not allowing Türkiye to get anything.
It's crazy. Has she made an error at this point? I don't even believe she has.
Maybe just that serve.
10 attacks, that's right. 10 attacks right now. It's got the high in the match.
A good pickup, but net touch called, and the fans are very happy about that.
And now Karakurt with 10 herself. She is playing to win.
Looking for hands of Anna Cristina. Recycle play on Brazil's side. Composed. No matter what happens on Brazil's side, the composure's always there.
It's something that is always noticeable. They don't panic, don't freak out. Everyone's ready, everyone's doing their job.
Yeah.
That's the thing, they take each play individually and do their job. Don't get ahead of themselves.
Well, a few more errors creeping in, particularly in the serve in this match, in this set. That's the third from Brazil. Brazil have 6 service errors overall. Türkiye at just 3. Lorena fires one into Cansu. She's there. She's in the right spot.
She's there, but it's a hard swing back, cut back, around the block. But a perfect pass by Bergman makes that happen.
Here comes Tainara. Karakurt stepping on the libero to take the ball. How do you like that?
Incredible block by Anna Cristina. Again, you've got 2 of the most physical players in the world going at it right now. Huge block.
We're tied up at 10s. Tainara looking for Baladin. That ball's tight. Does she use it? What a defense, Bergman. Nice. Sends it outside to the tried and true. And again, everything he touches goes to gold.
Well, and it's your assignment, right? Out of system, Baladin likes to hit that ball down the line, and Bergman was right there. She likes to hit it high and flat down the line, and I love that position, and they were able to get it outside.
Good first contact for Baladin. There's the tip. Gets Anna Cristina coming up short. That means Bergman is open, and even when Turkey get one piece of the puzzle gone, there's another one.
That's exactly what they wanted. They tipped on Anna Cristina. We talked about that earlier. Here comes Bergman. The block coming in, and she still found it. Baladin just a little bit late to close that block. That's what you have to recognize quickly. All those parts that are moving on the other side of the net.
23-year-old Yaprak Erkek back into the mix. Stabilize the reception, but countercourt is targeted. And that's a great response by the youngster.
I love her game. She is so good and so fast. You have to get over quick. You see the block finishes. She's already swung at the ball.
Yeah. And she's not the tallest player out there. She's only 182, but she gets up and just makes sure she makes something of it every time. Vargas goes long, no touch, and Brazil look to have taken themselves a little bit of a lead here.
Tough, that was a big opportunity. Anna Cristina had to tip that ball, and they were able to get a transition swing, and Vargas just couldn't find it.
Salia Shaheen and her sister. And Shaheen into the mix. Setter and outside. Anna Cristina from the end line. She is targeting Erkek. Shaheen looking for a touch. The block is up there, but no touch given.
I like that swing coming in. Haven't played in a little while. Taking a big rip, looking for the hands. And she hit it between the blocks. She would have gotten hands had she hit it over one of those blockers.
I know that
timeout.
I know that we need courage, but girls, it's the number of mistakes that destroy us. Okay, we can't attack the ball out or take the block if there is one ball, one block. We need to be smart. There is Macris, there is the hole in 6, attacking the space. There is one block on the other side, attack of the block, or search different solutions. That's it.
Turkey looking for some solutions. What do you think Santarelli's asking for his team?
Well, he said it's our errors, it's our mistakes. Obviously, we know Anna Cristina's going to get her kills, but if they can eliminate those errors like we just saw those last couple, that's the difference right now. It's only a 3-point game.
Anna Cristina has had some phenomenal matches. 16 points against the Czech. Overpass. Into the hands and out of bounds, and finally, Turkey slow the bleeding.
But I think this is such a smart swing. In this moment, you don't have to go for the winner, the big, hard swing winner, and it's hard to feel that way in an environment like this.
Yeah.
The crowd flows up and down, the noise. You have to keep your composure and still be smart with your game.
Oh, good joust from Macris. That was smart. Bergman. Again, she is finding the pocket every time. That's not her hardest driven ball.
No, it's not. And when she slows down, she likes to chop this ball down the line. And that's something that is in the scout. And yes, she's a young player, but that's something that a position she should be in.
Morena. Deep. Oh, that's good. Orga, excuse me. Good swing. Better block by Turkey at that time.
They need some of these big plays to give them some energy and momentum. And I love how they moved the block in. That was in a very, very good spot.
Some adjustments happening on Turkey's side. Dennis Uyanik ready to get going on the serve. 2 points so far in the match for her. Drops it on that same target. We talked about Anna Cristina, though. Can send a tip back, gets the setter out. Clever move. Kind of courts underneath it, still in play. Nice. After a big rundown from Anna Cristina. What a block from Brazil. That ball landing just perfectly on the line.
Anna Cristina not just attacking the ball, she's chasing it down, keeping it alive. Everything, passing well, doing all the skills for her team. A nice make-up block there by the middle blocker.
Anna Cristina was the best opposite of the South American champs in 2021. Flash forward to the best outside of the Turkish league in 2024. So a bit of experience on both pins.
Makes sense.
Crease. Ball in play, counter courts. She's been finding that sneaky shot all day long.
She's been great at it. That is a skill. That is a really impressive play. To keep your body under control, not hit the net when you're trying to push it into the block. Zilberto not happy with his blockers right now. They have to grab that ball. That's their advantage.
Double sub, reverse, Vargas and Jansu regain their spot on the court.
And see if Vargas can come in and get something going. She only has 4 points right now, 3 attacks. A little low for her at this point in the match.
High ball, Bergman. There's the chop, but this time cross court. Counter court, and she tries to do the same shot we've seen, that little rollie.
The problem was she wasn't going into the ball. It was a little bit behind her. It's tough to hit a roll shot when you're not, your momentum's not going forward. That's why that ball went into the net.
17-14 lead opened up for Brazil. Them underneath the ball, and Jansu pops it up for Vargas. That's a great play by Türkiye.
And that's a big one for the team, but big for Vargas too.
Yeah.
When she left the court the last time, she was not feeling great about herself. This is a nice move, a good step close to get a kill there in that situation.
Melissa Vargas, the best scorer of the Olympic Games in 2024 in Paris. She's someone who needs to get her kills to feel that confidence.
She does, absolutely.
It's nice to see this Turkish side with some variety, though, more options, but the options seem to be endless on Brazil's side.
Well, and again, it's because of the passing. It's the passing and Anna Cristina. So if you're not passing well, you've got her. If you are, you've got everybody else. It's a nice swing deep into that court.
High ball coming behind. Vargas rolls it. That's easily read by Bergman. Anna Cristina goes off the hands. Vargas with a huge pickup. Denied, and Lorena has the final say.
Here's that play. Finally a good touch and a smart pickup. The tip, if you don't tip it down the line on this play, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh,
gotta see Lorena right in front of you.
Put the ball close, don't put the ball on 3 meters. Then we take a block, okay, not good. But stay in the right position in cover. You think that the problem is Anna Cristina? The problem are the simple things. Because if we attack once on the attack half net, or we don't cover in a good way, this is the problem. No, Anna Cristina. I told you, we must be perfect in the simple things.
One of the most fun things right now is seeing this Anna Cristina, Melissa Vargas face off. They played together in Fenerbahce last season.
I thought they may have played together, and so they know each other so well. And I'm sure they want to win. They know each other, they're friends. That's a lot of fun right there.
And there's a handful of this Turkish side that are with them in that Fenerbahce squad. But there you go, facing off against each other. This time, Vargas has the last lap.
That's what Santarelli said. He said, we want to set the ball closer. Stop setting her on the 3-meter line. You need some room to hit the hands. When you have a physical attacker like that, it gives her more shots. When it's behind her head, she can't get on it.
Here's another big substitution. Sarah Gunesh, the 25-year-old middle blocker who's been at back since 2017 with Giovanni Guidetti, comes in for Turkey's side. Off the hands. Here comes Vargas, and the entire stadium erupts.
That's the answer. The tighter set for Melissa Vargas so she can hit her angles or she can hit it off the block. They had figured that out. That was exactly what their coach said during the timeout.
And here's another one.
Ela não reage com esse tipo de bola, ela fica mostrando o balão. Você tá querendo ficar?
Ela tá correndo, vamos olhar a vaga agora. Ela tomou toque, saindo lá, ela tá vindo aqui, ó. 1 e 2. Vamos encurtar um pouco. Valeu, vambora.
What a match so far.
That's so good. And not that I don't care who wins, but I'm really glad because Vargas looked so out of sorts hitting the ball. She looked like it was a little behind her, and she just looked a little awkward. I'm glad that they made that adjustment. That looks good.
Let's see if they can keep it up. Turkey down just by 2 points here. Good save, Macris. Vargas, little inside tip, gets a body on the floor. Nice to Ana Cristina, and that is so dangerous.
It's too much. It's too much. And what do? There's nothing you can do. They're up there. They're as high as they possibly can jump. I mean, maybe there's liberos in the game. You've got the middle blocker back there, but still. Come on.
Just next level. Ball just out. Trying to fire these fans up. They're down just by 2.
It's firing me up.
I'm fired up too. Oh, it's firing Vargas up. Ana Cristina, cross court. That one's slower, comes back. Another chance. She changes the angle every time.
She hits it harder and harder. My goodness gracious.
Ana Cristina, part of the Olympic silver medal squad in 2021, the bronze in 2024. And someone else you'll know well, Gabby comes on into the game. 31-year-old outside hitter for Brazil. Bergman covers herself. Ana Cristina asking immediately for the touch, and she will get it. Turkey is saying no. Who's going to have to challenge?
Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know, Key. I'm feeling there was a touch, but we'll see.
It was hard to tell in real time.
Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not.
Was so convinced.
Oh, maybe not. Nothing.
That's a huge point for Turkey.
Oh, the fans are on their feet.
Trying to help any way they can. Turkey down by 2 here in the final stretch of this set. And Cristina denied.
That is exactly why he put her in the game. The big attack is coming, and Gunesh, who can stop her? Gunesh can.
Sarah Gunesh, best middle of the VNL in 2023, and you can see why she's in.
1
it. Türkiye keep it in play. Free ball coming. Lorena is too fast. And the fans are quieted once again.
So fast behind the setter. She's gone before the setter even has the ball. Excellent play.
In comes Roberta.
And it's tough, but it's nuanced. If Karakar can watch those hands, she'd have to just jump right away. She doesn't have to get back in for that bic on that play.
35-year-old setter also playing out here in Türkiye, but the fans are booing her today. Karakar goes line and over the block.
Going big, and that was another tight set close to the net. Let your big hitters go get it. And they're saying, that's not just you, Ana Cristina. We got it too.
Türkiye to tie it up. No, not gonna happen. Brazil, too many weapons.
She saw it that time. She jumped at the right time, but just took away the cross court. You watch Karakar, she's shuffled out there. I'd rather her swing block maybe mirror the slide attacker, but that's me. Never mind. Moving on.
I like that. I like that idea. We'll pass it on. To whom it may concern. Karakar. Oh, beautiful touch. Off the hands. Gabby's there.
Oh.
And Türkiye forced a bit of a scramble.
Oh, that's an unfortunate play. Here's the tip picked up by Macris. Smart play. Jansu just making them scramble. That's great. Get them on the ground. Clog it all up in the middle of the court.
Trying to try some different things. Macris again in a perfect position, and Gabby reminding everyone.
I don't know. I think it was out. Yeah. Just missed that one.
But she's got the challenge requested by Zerberto, despite saying, no, there was no touch. Zerberto at least wanting to calm this crowd a little bit.
Absolutely. I'd want to too if I was him.
And you're seeing in the stadium what we're seeing on the screen. The fans see the results and they know what it means. Tied up with Brazil.
This is nuts. Absolutely insane right now. I can't even hear myself. Can you hear me?
What?
Chutada, foi sobreposta, tá baixinha e a Bárbara tá ajudando lá. A Ashland tá no meio, tá Karakut aqui. Valeu. Mesma coisa, vamos fechar. A Diana na chutada, a minha pelo fundo, você na ponta, ajuda aberta. Hora de contra-ataque, Cezinha.
Yeah, we'll be lucky if we have a voice by the time this match is over, but all the fans in the stadium are doing the same thing, screaming for this Turkish side, so we're just right there with them. Aggressive serve, Türkiye. Another stop block!
Vargas smiled a little bit there. How about this turnaround by Türkiye? Kalash.
Set point, Türkiye. For the set. Karakurt. Yes, she will, and the stadium explodes.
coşku Vodafone'da sahnede. Vodafone'un finali sultanları arasında dans gösterisi şimdi sizlerle.
How about it? So many things going right for Türkiye, but it was really the adjustments of the sets, getting it a little closer to the net, letting Vargas go over the top and around the block. Karakurt, same thing, and that just gave them the momentum and energy they need. Brilliant call by Daniela Centrelli.
Yeah, Brazil were fully in control of that set. They're up by 3 points at one point. How do you like the comeback there from Türkiye?
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, to just make adjustments, like that's it. And can you make the adjustments? Can you set the right ball? Is that exactly what they ask you to do? That's the difference. It's one thing to have a game plan, but it's another thing to execute.
Well, Brazil looking a little shocked as they sit on the sidelines there because Türkiye almost had no right to win that set, but let's have a look at the numbers and see what it tells you.
Well, so much. Well, Brazil out-attacked them. I mean, really, that was better, but they had the errors and the blocks turned on. Gunesh came in, had a block, and they battled it in, had that key block on one of the slides. They were in the middle of the court, the good block touches. So that was a big difference. So they got their attacks going at the end, but really, they were behind for a good bit of that set. Wow. All right, we got ourselves a match.
Looks like we got a long night ahead of us. Wow. The players and fans will need to catch their breath, but let's have a look at some of these attack zones coming from Türkiye. What do you see?
Well, I mean, they're moving the ball around still, middle and, outside and right side. Not as much middle, but that's okay because they were getting it done. And this is a difference here. Not a lot of middle at all, but they're doing a great job on the outside. Vargas got going. Karakurt was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, she was so good in that set. She really got them going.
In that set, she had 6 points. Vargas only 4, but I feel like they were really well-timed points.
Without question.
Andy Bodfish is standing by with Roberta to let us know what's going on.
Roberta, thanks for stepping over. Great match for the neutral, but Brazil lost that second set. Your thoughts?
Yeah, we were expecting a game like this. Inside of their home, full of people. They're playing really good. I think after the middle of second set, they become stronger. We made like small mistakes in the end, but okay, this is the game. We came prepared to like even 5 games. So it's like this to play against a high level. So we are okay.
Okay, let you get back to it. Thank you.
Roberta telling us she highly expected this kind of atmosphere. No surprise there, but Daniela Santarelli, he must be loving this change. He's now standing by with Andy Bodfish to give us his thoughts on the set so far.
Coach, this match is a great spectacle. Your team showed all your qualities to win that second set there.
We start so bad, really so bad. They are a really strong team, expert player, go player. They play better than us, and we do some mistake that this level is difficult to see. Then we try to recover in the second set with right behavior and with some good attack and aggressivity. Now we are 1-on-1, the match maybe can change. I hope that we can play better, just this.
Terrific to watch. Thank you.
Teams when you win Champions League medals is by demanding the best out of your team. Set number 3 now underway. As Türkiye won the second, but Brazil come out hot from the gates.
Nice pass. I like that moving, quick attack along the nets, not just in the middle of the court. Diana's still ready to attack.
Yeah, she's been silent killer. 7 points so far in the match. Oh, what a slice down the line. Counter court with too much heat.
Absolutely too much. They wanted exactly that to happen. They served zone 1 to get the ball to go overhead. They could send 2 blockers to the outside, but that was just too much. Karakurt hit hard into that angle.
She kind of takes off like 6 feet from where she lands.
She absolutely does. Big broad jumper. That's why they like leaving her in the back row, and she's so effective out of the back row as well.
Tainara with a big swing off the block. Vargas. Oh, what a defense. Bergman tries to clean it up. Chance for Türkiye again. And off the hands goes Erkek.
Cansu doing such a nice job at delivering the exact ball her hitters need right now to take advantage of the Brazilian block.
Noticing as well that Gunesh getting the starting role here in the third set. That's one of the changes. Not much changed on Brazil's side. Not much changed in Ana Cristina just scoring at will either.
At will. There's that pass. Block shifts. Lorena gets up, makes that play. Lorena, the
25-year-old middle blocker, has only ever played in Brazil. Tainara. Handled well by the reception. And Türkiye sent it backcourt. You call this, Shalima. That backcourt is so good.
I love that play. Again, laying it behind you. Lorena had to pull with that 31. When you run that the middle along the net, she has to pull with her a little bit. That opens up the big attack.
Brazil use their backcourt, and they target the middle blocker who's just served. Good idea.
Another nice run, back row attack. Same situation. Oh, Gunesh can't come up with it.
Cristina into a sea of boos. She goes top spin. Well handled by Gizem. And the stop block is good. Macris and Lorena teaming up at the net.
You could see Lorena's hands completely over the net on contact. A faster finish we talked about before on Erkek. She swings fast. As soon as you jump, you got to get those hands over.
That's a really good point. All your points are really good, but that one in particular. And Cristina. Heat on it, and another. And there's the difference. Lorena a little bit batting behind her head.
See, you can see it now. See, you got an eye for it too. We'll take a look at that. Hard jump serve. There goes Lorena, jumps and tries to finish a little bit late. Erkek takes advantage of that.
Fun to watch all the different styles of swings on this court between these two teams. Vargas gives it a little too much. But you kind of have to if you're Vargas. You got to go for it from the end line.
Without question. That's what she does. You're not going to hit a roll shot in the court.
Lorena floats it in. She's looking for Karakurt. Okay. With the whip of an arm.
It's whippy, it's long, it's high. It's a pretty unique swing. That elbow is so high when she hits the ball. Just a long, high, flat swing.
Bergman handles the first. Defense off the block. Karakurt. Oh, Lice is there. Macris with a smart play, and it's back to her side. Bergman goes cross on Cattercourt with the chest bump defense. And it pays off for Türkiye.
Incredible play to finish. Some fabulous defense on both sides in that rally. They are just bombing balls right now.
This is volleyball, according to the stadium. Ooh, Tainara sneaks one past the hands.
She's really good at seeing those seams. I believe that ball went between the block. Cattercourt going all the way to the line. Tainara sees it and hits that seam.
Goes down the line. Orca is on it. And misconnection. Brazil take the advantage.
Well, Bergman doing a nice job seeing what's happening with the setter. Right responsibilities. She was responsible for the setter. So nice heads-up play.
Macri stays at the line. Targets that deep corner. Cattercourt gets the net, but doesn't get the court. Tara, no court. No, we'll scratch that one.
No, that's terrible.
We'll just
let that go.
Let that one go.
Everyone forget about that one. Never happened.
Good strong serving run again by Brazil, and another miss. That's 2 in a row.
It's 2 in a row for her. The setter dump error, 2 attack errors. That's exactly what Danielle Centerelli was saying. We've got to eliminate those errors. Because they're right there. It was 6-6, and now it's 6-9.
Okay, because they don't touch the ball, guys. We are doing everything alone. Ever high and strong. Okay, don't wave his arm because we are waiting in this way. It's good base 1, but you see how much they stay straight. They help a lot with base 1. If you play 0, you have the line, or maybe 4 fly. Okay, hide the girls, 5.
Well, the reason it sounds so loud in here is because there are 17,034 spectators, a new record for this sports hall.
Incredible. I mean, you can look all the way to the top. Every single seat is full to the very top of the arena.
People are sitting on the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
People are standing around.
Yeah, how'd they get in? You have a seat? What are you doing?
Snuck in the back door. I know a guy who knows a guy. Brazil with a slight advantage. 3-point spot. Vargas does not like that.
I was waiting for that. I had a feeling out of the timeout, maybe. And it was smooth. Just nice and easy. Didn't have to hit it hard. Just chop it down in front of the middle back.
Back to within 2. As the Kalach. She's looking on lice. Wow, the speed of that connection is brutal.
So quick out of the setter's hand. And if you are trying to block, you have to jump exactly the same time. Gunash has to either dive in on that. It's hard because she has to hold. There's so many attackers.
Bakriç, the 36-year-old setter, also spent some time in Turkey. She played here in Turkhabayolari and Fenerbahce as well. So she's got those hands, the fans know. Tip, denied, free ball coming. Bakriç sends it back to the middle, joust at the net, somebody's in the fishing, and it's Brazil.
Gunash with a couple of nice heads-up plays at the net. A good touch block, then comes back. No touch on that ball.
Türkiye trying to close the gap. They came back in set number 2. And Christina dug, but there's no second body underneath it, and that's the way she likes it.
That's hard. If it doesn't go high, that's tough for anyone to scramble to this ball. It's coming so fast. Cattercourt just needs to move off the net as quickly as possible so she can get stopped and dig that ball up, scoop that ball up.
Ball is swung, but there's no touch on it, so the point goes back to Brazil, and that lead spreads to 4.
Sets it maybe a little bit low. She gets behind the ball, not on top of it. Well, Gunesh did a nice job when she came in. Couple of blocks, good block touches.
Back into the side of Türkiye, but another missed connection. This time Katakurt sends it long.
That's her third hitting error this set.
Sarelli wants to have another chat.
Okay, you are searching one angle like this. It's too much. Search the left hand of the blocker. Oh, guys, it's the number of mistakes that is a problem. Attack, 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 attack. They don't touch the ball. Search the solution. The ball is good. Attack strong and die. The ball is not good. One tip. Watch out now, because they play always this ball. Or with a scramble situation on base 7. When there is that, you have to follow.
What are Türkiye doing that have got them in this pickle right now, down by 5 points?
It's been the errors. I think they're trying too hard to hit some sharp angles that actually don't exist and that they don't need to. So they need to get back to what they've been doing, hit the angles that they have in front of them and not get crazy.
Vargas looking for an angle. She comes through the block. Bergman with a backslide. Vargas again. Nobody home, and she gets that line.
That's the set, and that's the swing. A little pump up from coach Santarelli. Likes it. Just eliminate those errors.
Still a mountain to climb here. 4 points to tie it up. That'll help. Ace serve, Türkiye. Bergman's been so solid this whole match.
Absolutely.
Just long. Brazil will appreciate that. But it really has been the errors in this set alone, without question. Türkiye have given up 6, Brazil only 1.
And then that's huge, and it's a 4-point game.
Back to Vargas again, trying to make something happen, but she's searching for an angle that doesn't exist. But there's a touch on it.
No arguments right now. Not challenging. She's a little bit early. See how that ball is behind her? And she's really trying to make a big, sharp angle.
Might have been a net shot.
Yeah. How about this? Barely goes over the net. Take a couple of lucky bounces to get you back in the game.
Timeout, Brazil.
De novo. Ó, deu para entender. Deu crepe, ela vai jogar. Temos que armar para ela melhor. Sem fazer o erro, só isso. Vamos embora de novo. Arrumar o bloqueio do tempo. Vai, galera, melhorando, vai.
Türkiye is starting to breathe down Brazil's neck. If they hadn't given up those 6 points, we'd be looking at a very different set.
Without question, without question. They just need to keep it under control. And when things aren't lined up perfectly, those tips were working for Karakurt earlier. If you don't have that, your swing, do something smart.
Another solid serve. Rolls coming. That's the big boom for the fans.
started with the serve, created all those opportunities for Türkiye to come back in transition. Brazil not passing the ball like they have been. Nice job putting some pressure from the service line.
Berke Ozden's been serving so well. The 21-year-old middle blocker heading over to Vakifbank to play next season. Been scouted by Giovanni Guidetti. Another point for Anna Cristina. They're just racking up right now.
All the points, all the swings. Here's that angle. She sees it, goes right after the middle blocker in the left back.
That swing ties her up with Katakor. They both have 17 points. Dicken handles the first contact. Throw on Anna Cristina. Lice is underneath it. Free ball coming back. Türkiye to capitalize. Erkek with the whip.
I like that they went right back to her. It's a good matchup for her over Macris. Excuse me, Roberta. I really like that play.
Elif Şahin in for Cansu. A little bit of a taller setter. Şahin standing at 184. Cansu 179. So just trying to shore up that block a little bit with Vargas serving. Anna Cristina becomes the setter. Pipe for Tainara. And crack again.
Erkek with a huge swing in the cross court. Comes down a little bit wobbly after that swing, but I think she's okay. Maybe a little tweak of the ankle.
Türkiye have tied it up, 15 points apiece here in the third. Bit of help from the net. Roberta sends it back to Lorena, who gets through the big block in front of her.
Just snuck it through. Right underneath the block.
Brazil take themselves a 1-point lead again. Türkiye have no more timeouts. Is it an ace?
That
yes,
was close.
It is. Lorena is getting things done from the end line.
That is a tough ball to pass. It just floats and floats and floats. Looks like it's going out of bounds.
And it keeps floating. Changes it up, goes a little further that time. Türkiye just down by 1. The crowd trying to will them.
You can feel it. I mean, it's palpable, everything. You can feel it in your chest here in the gym.
Solid serve from Erkek. Tip, Anna Cristina, that's sent back. And Türkiye ready to celebrate.
Well, that set was a little too deep. You can see her coming in, and it ended up behind her. Şahin talked about her being in the front row. A big block. Patrolling the net. This is a great move. A couple of excellent substitutions in this match for Danielle Santarelli.
Türkiye, the world number 3. Brazil, the world number 2. And they're starting to play like it. Gabby in the mix for Brazil. Doesn't matter though, a big stop block.
How about that? You see Gabby trying to get her team going. A perfect block on the slide. Finally, I don't think they've stopped the slide once, maybe once.
Just long lice with a good eye on it. Well, it still feels like Türkiye are handing over too much to Brazil in this set.
Maybe the 8th error? It's a lot. Perfect.
Vargas letting Brazil know she is still here.
A perfect set. Shaheen laying it exactly the depth, exactly the distance that Vargas needs to get this point.
Our 11th point of the night. Bergman, she's dug. Decan sends it with two hands, freebie on Gabby. Roberta to the backcourt, and Christina unwinds, and she is so solid, all areas of the court.
When that ball is perfect for her, she comes in like a freight train. The block is there, she sees it and cuts it in the other direction.
Bergman, calm from the end line, looking for a haircut. Back to Vargas again, hands are there, recycle play. One more time from the backcourt, but there is a touch on the back line. That 3-meter line and the feet of Vargas. Just doing a little meet and greet.
Right on the line, we'll take a look at her foot. Oh no.
I think it's the next one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
that's the one that recycled, yeah. Brazil up by 1. No touch called, up by 2.
So if you count the football and that swinging, 10 errors on Turkey's side in the set.
They're creeping up there. They're giving a lot to Brazil.
And they're playing well otherwise. I mean, it's so close, 2 points.
Oh, dig. Bergman sends it out, and Christina over her shoulder, doesn't care, takes a big rip. Here comes Vargas in response. That one's not going down. Gabby, the smart play from the veteran. Vargas hits harder and sharper. Gabby tips softer and lighter. Vargas again. Oh.
Gabby with a couple of shots, trying to get them off balance. But when you have Vargas there, out of system, it doesn't matter who sets the ball. Just give it to her right now.
She is going power, more power, extra power, power times 2.
All the power.
So much power. And Gabby's just finesse for now. So that was officially the 10th error.
Fair enough.
According to the stats that I have.
Okay, yep.
But 10 errors out of 22 points. Yeah, if they hadn't made them, it could be 20 to 12 right now.
Absolutely.
Ball in play. Decan goes off the hands. Well worked off of the hands of Gabby and Lorena.
Really nice job by Decan. Hanging, waiting. You'll see Lorena's hands are up there. Watch she can process this. See them and swing across her body off the top of the block.
Decan, part of that VNL gold medal winning team in 2023. She's 5 times won the Turkish League. Part of the Fenerbahce squad as well with Christina. Here comes her cat. She finishes it off down the line.
It's been the serving difference that's got Brazil off the net. They can't run their offense like they've been running it. And now when Christina's out of system, they're in the right spot defensively.
Timeout called by Brazil. Roberto needs a chat.
Posiciona só. Outra coisa.
Vamos rodar, vamos passe,
e a Proc tá do lado de lá. Tá? Tá do número 16, do meio, que é a baixinha. É só que salta. E a Vargas na entrada. Essa é a posição.
passar e voltar.
Vamos botar um pouquinho reto. Essa bola tá sempre tá boa. Essa tá muito na tua diagonal. Valeu.
Living, breathing human beings in this stadium.
Unreal, on their feet. They got every cheer. Everything's in sync. It is incredible in this venue.
T10. We are tied up at 22s, and Turkey so close for Brazil. Take the advantage just by one.
Just went outside in the right spot. That's the left hand that's not pressed back into the court. Beautiful swing by Ana Cristina.
Gabby on the line. She targets Gizem. Tip from Erkek. That is a perfect time to do it. We haven't seen her tip all night.
No, I don't know if I've seen her tip this tournament.
No.
She loves to hit. I'm sure she has. But what a smart time. Everyone's back waiting for her because she goes full steam ahead. Smart shot.
Bergman. Pops it in, Lorena takes a rip, and that is another solid connection for Brazil to get another 1-point advantage.
Lorena, so good behind the setter, and this is actually an excellent touch by Erkek. But a nice swing to put them up by one.
Set point, Brazil. The crowd's not happy about it. And it's an ace serve. Ana Cristina has put Brazil over the edge. Set number 2 goes the way of Brazil.
Unreal.
Set number 4 ready to get going. Brazil with the first serve. Julia Bergman puts it in play. And Erkek goes just high. And there's that one error. We said we hadn't seen her make many errors. Not the time to do it. Gets the starting role here on Turkey's side.
Yep, going for those hands.
T10 keeps her place on court. Vargas tips, and Gabby is all over it like a spider monkey.
Gabby coming across the court. Ana Cristina finding the inside hand of the middle blocker. That's a tough ball to play when you're inside as a left front defender.
Brazil with a 2-point lead to get us started here. The fans are not loving it. Bergman gets an overpass. Composure on Brazil's side.
For a moment.
For a minute. Ball goes back in Turkey's side. Vargas gets it. Rips it. And she is stopped by none other than Ana Cristina.
And I think everybody knew that ball was going there. So you got Diana making that move quickly. Block lined up perfectly and closed on Vargas.
It's a 3-0 lead. Timeout already
what I
for
want is
Centrale.
like before, the shot strong and high, not block, 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 block. And then if there is block, right position in cover. Because until now, if we don't respect the cover and we stay under the net in this way, we never cover, Stay deep. Mille the line is straight. Okay, attack this ball high. Base one is go sometime. Bye, go.
A lot of flipping and flopping going on in that chart.
Man, that win prediction was super close in the middle, and now it's spread out a little bit. They're feeling, well, it's spreading out in the side of Brazil.
Well, let's see if Turkey can cut down on those errors like you mentioned, but a 3-0 lead already, having to climb and claw their way back into this 4th set. Here comes Bergman, 24-year-old outside hitter. Also played in Turkava Yolati. Connection. Hopefully all the players are okay. You hate to see it.
Yeah. Well, Kalic thought that ball was going to be dug perfectly. She started her approach and then jumped to block as Jansu was coming in. We'll take a look at that again. Here it is. She's making her approach and then notices it. Lands on her setter.
Middle's always getting in the way.
Always. Always.
Okay. That's what we've come to expect. High jumping, hard hitting, long deep flat.
Nice rip into that deep corner. Yeah, all the space.
It seems like she has extra time in the air. She
does.
Hangs
She
up
hangs.
there, has a look.
She does.
Short serve. Gabby is denied, and that's gotta feel good if you're
Gotta feel really good. Air kick, youngster involved in a block against one of the best hitters. Oh, she got it actually with her left hand.
Air kick will have watched Gabby when she played in Vakif Bank in 2019 to 2024. Oh, the speed through the arm. Diana's just putting on a show.
Well, she's in the air when the setter has the ball in her hand. She's not waiting, it's not hanging. They're just beating them with speed, like you said, not high and over the top.
Diana. Solid serve. Kalash can't get it done. The connection just a little off since that collision.
That's tough. Turkey needs to find a way to steady out here.
Brazil, a team that never make it easy. 6-2 lead. Diana back at it again in her 4th VNL. Okay, unwinds, look for fingers. They're not there to take, so Brazil go up by another point, 7-2 lead.
That's a big difference right now.
Daniele Santarelli taking this time to chat with his players. Chat at his players, I'd say.
Definitely chat at his players. Not thrilled with the errors, especially they've been playing at such a high level.
And he's used to playing or coaching for a team like Conegliano that can go on runs of over 100 matches at a time without losing, so.
It's tough. He's got to be patient himself with a younger team on the court right now.
Ball in play, that's a great connection. And scrappy on Brazil's side. Okay, takes the first. Here comes Vargas. And it goes wide.
Excellent pickup. Everyone knows where it's going. But Vargas able to hit it hard enough to get it to go out of bounds off the block.
Bergman takes the first contact. And Cristina freed up to swing. Doesn't find the floor. Vargas. What a cover, but it's not coming back. And Brazil spread the lead even further.
Excellent block move. Ana Cristina again able to get in front of Vargas. Stops short, lined up perfectly. It's hard to believe she's 21 years old.
The future of Brazilian volleyball. Oh, there's the connection the fans have been waiting for.
Perfect pass. Kalash goes up. Finds her way around the block.
Kalash was the best server in the Turkish league back in 2016, almost a decade ago. But still got some fire in it. Looking to go long, and it is called out. One of the few errors we've seen from Ana Cristina tonight.
And it was kind of an awkward hit. Didn't look like she had much spin on it. Had a little hitch in her arm. So definitely uncharacteristic swing for Ana Cristina.
Ana Cristina, top scorer with 22 points. Turkey trying to slow her down. Kalac, again, going straight down that left side.
And Bergman holding her own, handling the pass, nice and calm. That's her responsibility right now. And let Ana Cristina go for it. She's not even approaching on a bic right now, just passing the ball.
Goes for it. Turkey with a chance to cheer.
That's big, getting her off the line. We saw her go on a couple of runs here already.
Solid serve from Vargas, comes over, Diken handles it, Lice is under it, and Brazil somehow get themselves out of it.
You just stay locked in. Anybody watching this match right now, to see Lice get underneath that overpass, you never give up. It is not over until it's over.
And even then, maybe it's not over.
Yeah, you're right.
Goes straight back out for Shaheen. Turkey trying to put something together here, down 10-6 to Brazil, make that 10-7.
A little rattle through the block. The block knew where it was going, so they were in a good position, but Vargas with the advantage.
Well, Gabby right now is in opposite position, but she's taking Ana Cristina out of the reception. I like that from Brazil.
I do too, free her up to hit. Oh.
Beautiful play by Turkey. Good heads-up action.
There's that deep serve that creates this, a smart shot. Close, but smart. There's the face of the close but smart.
Diken follows it up with an overpass, not put away. Frustration for the Turkish side. Stays in play. High ball outside, Katakurt. Does not pop it down just yet. Diana finds a way, as per usual.
Easy tip over the block on the slide. Very fast. Oh.
Makris. Best setter in the Turkish league back in 2023. Solid serve. Turkey's off the net. And Katakurt is looking for the sideline, but the referee says nope, out of bounds. And another point goes in Brazil's pocket.
Another error. Side of Turkey.
Oh, that's not by much.
Just wide.
Substitution reversed. Air kick back in. Centrelli looking for solutions here. Air kick. Off hands, that's a solution.
Very smart swing off the hands. Blocks in a decent position. Gabby doesn't finish all the way into the court in time.
Osten looks for Lice. Cross court from Gabby, and that is the first time we've really seen her take a rip.
Yeah, there it is. That's the swing. The roundhouse coming quick.
Gabby was the best outside of the Champions League this season. Also the best receiver. So she's just such a well-rounded player.
She does everything well. Oh.
Okay, continues.
so impressive on the outside. Sees the block, beats it over and around.
14 points now for Anna. She's tied up with Vargas. Katakurt just above with 17, but it's Ana Cristina, top scorer for Brazil. Diana helping as well, 13 points through the middle.
Man, they are doing such a nice job setting the middle, getting them going when they have the opportunities. Look how low and fast that is. She just has to get her hand up quick and beat the block.
13 points Diana, 11 points Lorena. And that's what you like to see, a well spread out offense. Erkek rolls it. Gabi becomes the setter. From the back court is the middle attack. Kalac, that is better for Türkiye. Called out of bounds.
Wow, that was a nice run. We'll take a look at it here. Must have been just out. Oh, yeah, it was indeed.
10-15 hole Türkiye have to climb out of. Brazil would love to finish this in 4. Türkiye must win this set. They want to force a 5th and deciding set.
They have a shot. Eliminate those errors. Keep containing people like you've been doing. Serving tough. They're running a little too much middle right now, Brazil is, which is great for them. Passing really well. They've got to slow that down.
Let's see if Türkiye bring a little more heat from the end line. Bergman again, pretty much perfect. Gabi winds up from the right side this time. Vargas takes something off of it. Gabi all over it. And the response from Ana Cristina, tips are falling on Türkiye.
Nice tight set for her in that situation. Allows Ana Cristina to go over the top and down into the middle of the court. That's that contact point when you're talking about that earlier. It's hard to scoop underneath that ball.
The crowd watching, booing. Gabi goes just wide, and Türkiye need to find something to kind of spur them on here, a little fire.
Absolutely. Maybe getting Vargas a couple of swings, tight swings to the net. Need to make some big defensive plays.
Uyanik back in the middle. Defense good. Diken tries to make something. She goes cross court. That stays in play. Setter out of the option. High ball to Vargas is all you're going to get. What a defense by Bergman. And Cristina puts something on it. And that ball is gone into the stands. Kalac doing her best. But it wasn't really much of a chance there.
No, not really. But I appreciate the effort.
Me too.
Ana Cristina going hard into the angle. Deacon can't control it. See if Türkiye can bring this back on the tough jump serve.
Ana Cristina still going hard. Good ball in. Defense firing on Brazil's side, and the response is Bergman on the outside.
Man, how about that dig in the middle back? Almost open net. Ana Cristina with control. And Bergman underneath the block for the point.
Things looking a little bit dire on Turkey's side now. 6-point lead. How do you come back from that?
No, it's tough. You eliminate the errors. Be smart with your shots. Just have to be patient.
Ball in play. Türkiye go back to Vargas. She goes off the hands. Macris has options. Chooses Bergman, and it's the right one.
And they are clicking on all cylinders right now. Everything is good. Look at that speed. That's a faster set to the outside.
Türkiye, timeout at 19-12.
You need to listen me, because Bergman attacked 2 balls here, and the first ball we were in this way, and now we fly with 7 over play. But this is the trajectory. This is the trajectory. Now phase 1, phase 7 is good. Look 1 eye if they follow. Oh, yes! We can do. But we need to believe.
What do you think Centrale is asking of his team right now?
But, you know, he just wants to see them play well and clean volleyball. They know how good Brazil is, but they have to do something steady on their side of the net. Pass the ball well, that's always number one. Let's isolate our hitters, get a kill inside out. Like, just simple volleyball.
So much easier and simpler from up here.
Without question.
Especially when Brazil's starting to add some speed to that offense as well. Top spin. Right on Shaheen, the 25-year-old. 26-year-old handles it well. Brazil back out to Bergman. And the sideline is money for Julia Bergman.
That's Bergman with 2-3 kills in a row. How about her getting hot at the end of this set? She's been pretty quiet. But again, everyone has their roles in their moments, right? That's what Brazil is doing so well.
20-12. Ana Cristina doesn't take anything off of it. Gabby with the pancake. Bergman, that's not dug yet. Here's the tip from Shaheen. Ball's up. And another scramble play. Vargas gets the set, goes so well to work and make space for herself. Bergman. Off the hands, going again. This rally. Who's gonna outlast? This is a long one. It is Türkiye!
Excellent rally. Couple of adjustments on the side of Türkiye. They shifted on Bergman when she slowed down and chopped that ball down the line. A couple of things that they're doing well and right. So to take care of the ball on their side of the net.
There's the hitting percentage, slightly higher on Brazil's side. Vargas goes for it. Macris has ball in hand. Ana Cristina whips it from the backcourt.
She is so good. It is unreal. As Vargas gets after this serve and nice passes it perfectly.
Ana Cristina has 3 Champions League bronze medals to her name. Lorena, just long. A breath of fresh air for the Turkish side.
And it's a stretch. It's a long way to go. It's possible. Somebody's got to catch fire for Türkiye right now.
Shaheen. Ball out of bounds.
That's tough. See if they can find something here.
Brazil need just 3 points to close out this match. Türkiye still in it. Oh, what an arm on Deniz Uyanik.
It's a nice slide attack. Beautifully placed. And you said it. Chasing Julia Bergman can't make up time on that slide.
(15 serving 22). Bergman on the other side of court this time. She asked for it back, and it's the right request because Vargas cannot handle it.
She sure did want it. And again, I like how they're handling 1 point at a time, 1 play at a time. Bergman wants it, hits it sharp into that angle.
Bergman out of Georgia Tech. Gets herself an ace serve and a perfectly timed one at that.
Beautiful serve that just drops.
Brazil. Set point, match point, and 9 of them. Floater. Chance to finish it. Ana Cristina gets it done, and Brazil have done the impossible, taken down Türkiye in Türkiye.
Well, it was just their composure,